And we are live. How's everybody doing this fine day? My name is Alan Roberts. It is a pleasure to have all of you here today for what I'm sure is going to be a video that is going to upset entirely a lot of people. Today, we are going to talk about Sydney Sweeney and whether she is truly mid. And for those of you that don't know what that means, that's a new term apparently that young kids are using. They say, well, they're mid, meaning that they're average, right? I just want to preface this with please, as I discuss these issues, try not to take it hard like a dick, because some of you get very upset by objective realities, and that is kind of stupid. So let's just take a look at this. Now, the reason why I'm even going with this is based off of an X post by some person. I have no fucking idea who they are. They're actually kind of, frankly, irrelevant. But it's the thing that they said that I found rather interesting, right? It's that they took a picture of Sydney Sweeney, and I'm going to show it to you here in a minute. But they took a picture of Sydney Sweeney, and I just got to tell you, I'm not seeing what people are going to are talking about with this. So let me get to the post, and then we'll discuss real quick. Because honestly, I don't know where this is coming from. It's like society wants to destroy women. I'm sorry, but that's literally how it seemed to me. And again, I know this upsets a lot of fucking dudes who want to fucking say, well, she's mid, I wouldn't even buy her. I've heard people be like, I wouldn't even buy her a drink or something like that. It's like people don't have the rationality to understand what the words that they are saying actually goddamn mean. Because very frankly, mid implies middle, like middle of the road, middle. And that is wild to me. It's hot take. She's a butterface. Yeah, I'm sure you'd kick her out of bed. I'm sure you would. Absolutely, 100%. And honestly, I want to tell you, I don't find her facially that attractive either. But to actually sit there as an anonymous person on the internet saying that her butterface, you people are unreal, truly unbelievable. In fact, scary good. How about this? You come on live and show everybody your face, shall we? There's the link. You come on live, okay? I find it wild. And I understand a lot of people don't know who she is, okay? And that's good, because I honestly barely knew who she was either. But it's stuff like this that we've got to start realizing is just wildly incorrect for better purposes, right? So, whoop, that's the wrong one. Remove. Add to stage. So this is the post. I tried telling you she was mid. And for those of you that can't really see her, it looks like she has sunscreen on her face. It looks like she just came out of the water. And people are trying to say, this girl, Shani, is trying to say that she's just mid, I find that to be wildly funny, because Sydney Sweeney's measurements, I had to look them up. They're 38, 25, I think 36. And I don't even know, her cup is like a D32 or something like that. And I don't even give a fuck about that. But the picture I'm showing you right now, this is who people are trying to imply is mid. Mid meaning middle. Again, so just so you guys don't understand what mid means, it means middle, meaning average. This is the average American. Wrong one. Remove. This is the average American woman. Just so everybody understands. In the same outfit, in the same posture, in the same everything. This right here, that's the average American woman. This right here, the average American woman, is 5'3.5" inches tall, just like Sydney Sweeney, by the way, because that's what she is. But instead of weighing 120 pounds, this woman weighs 170 some pounds. And instead of having a waist of 25 inches, this woman has a waist of 38.7 inches. The average woman has visceral fat 13.7 inches higher than what people are calling mid. So it's not even about her beauty that I am even talking about, because beauty is a matter of appearance. Shit, there are dudes that will fuck couch cushions. So you bitches are not people to in any way judge anybody's face. Like that's just comical to begin with, right? But if we want to talk about average, if you want to talk about mid, if you want to talk about what the average woman looks like, right? It's this in America. This is the average woman in America. And I'm not making that up. That's by CDC standards. This, like a 38.7 inch waist circumference, 5'3.5" inches tall, 170 plus pounds. No, that's 170 pounds at 5'3". That's 170 pounds at 5'3". Easy. 100%. If she was 5'6", that would probably be about 220 pounds. But that's a 170 pound woman. That right there is a 5'3.5" inch tall, 170. That's 50. To put it in reference, she's 50 pounds overweight. Right? She's like 46 or 42.5% more of a human being than Sydney Sweeney, and that's what it looks like. Right? Let me see here. Let me do the math. For some reason, my brain math is not working. So 50 pounds divided by 120, 41.66. That was pretty fucking close. God damn. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, because she's short. Trust me, I've been doing this a long time. So my point to everybody, my point to literally everybody is, first of all, this is the average American woman. This is mid. This is mid. Not somebody that's actually in shape, looks like they have decent muscle tone, without being too thin, without having too low of a body fat percentage. That is mid. Sydney Sweeney is not mid. I don't even give a fuck if you find her completely facially ugly. She's not mid because she is more than average healthy. I mean, all the things that you should be looking for in a mate, she is more healthy than this. So she is better than this woman in that capacity. Okay, I'm not saying she's a better person. I am saying she's more attractive, no matter what, because this looks like abuse, like self-daily harm, and somebody takes care of themselves does not. And I know that's a hard thing to understand, right? But here's also what I would like to point out. This is the average American woman. Oops. This is who people are trying to say is just average. So what does that do to the rest of women? Right? Like, I know this sounds weird because people can call me sexist and shit all the time, but this is kind of a feminist thing. Why are we calling this middle? Is that not? And coming from women, by the way, a lot of women are also saying this too, that she's just kind of mid-looking, which is fucking comical. For, again, I'm going to point out the average American woman is 170 pounds, 50 pounds more than this woman, with a waist 13 inches, a waist almost 50%, well, more than 50% greater than this woman. So what type of, standard are we setting for women? Because society is trying to scream loudly that she's average. And one more time, that's average. That's the average. So what are we trying to do to society, right? First of all, here's why I'm for it and against it. And I thought I'd say why I'm for it. Why I'm for it does push people to lose weight. Why I'm against it is because it's insanely not accurate, right? She's not mid. Like, she's... I know that you may not find her attractive, but I'm also going to open your minds to this. She should be. That's the thing. She should be average. This person, I'm just letting everybody know, because everybody can relate to this now. This is what the average woman on the beach should look like in America that's 5'3.5" inches tall. For health standards, not for looks, for health standards. This is what the average woman in America on the beach should look like, or in Walmart should look like when she's fully dressed, those sorts of things. But that is extremely far from the truth. She should be mid. She should be. She should be considered average and be happy with it, because not everybody can be a fucking rock star, but she is absolutely not mid right now, but she should be, right? But the problem is, instead of people working towards that health goal, we would just either rather say that she is mid. She's not right now, right? At all. And this is true. This was the average woman until the 2000s. This was the average woman until the 2000s. It's totally 100% true. 100%, right? And people wouldn't say it to her face. Oh, I'd imagine there's some people that are probably going to take the opportunity to try to say it to her face. I'm sure the rich millionaire woman is not going to give a shit, though. You know? But in this, whoops, I missed the question. I haven't measured myself since starting your summer challenge, but I was 5'7", 160, started at my measurements 32, 26, 35, and now I'm 136. Great goddamn job. Yeah, that is our summer challenge, by the way. We are going to be having a fall challenge too, but we'll be announcing that in a little bit. The summer challenge is going amazing. It's done right on our app. So great fucking job, Pickler. Outstanding. Now, we call her mid, but 500-pound circus freaks are beautiful. That's what I'm saying too. Like, it's a very weird thing. It also points out that society is literally making it seem like this is not even good. It's not good. But Tess Holliday will, slay queen, fucking slay. Slay, you know? Or even trying to lie to whoever this would be. By the way, this is not a person. This is an AI generation of the exact measurements and everything like that. Because I wouldn't do that, you know? But realistically, like, people will say, oh, you're so cute. Oh, my God, you're so awesome. And tell her to be confident and tell her not to change for anybody when she should fucking change. You know why? Because sadly, this is average in America and it's obese. By the average waist to height ratio in America, we are obese. This should show you this is not a healthy woman. This is the average woman in America, but this is not a healthy woman. People wonder why fertility rates are falling. Ta-da! Because for every person that is under her weight, for every Sydney Sweeney that is 42% less than her, there is at least one person that is 42% more than fat ass here. And that's the problem with society. The problem with society is we are trying to demonize fitness, health, and a visual aesthetic in order to make people like her feel better about herself, right? That's the crazy thing. Like, they're trying to make Sydney Sweeney feel bad about herself, but we're trying to tell this woman that she's great, pretty, beautiful, and nothing's wrong. That's where society fucking flounders, right? That's where society is very the fuck off. It's because, very frankly, somebody should be like, yo, you are way less than average. You need to get your shit together. You know? But she's not right now. But that's actually my point. You know, like, if we, instead of pointing at Sydney Sweeney and been like, wow, she's just mid, she's nothing special, but you, because the same people say it, because you're beautiful, pretty, and don't need to change at all. Maybe if we told these people, you know what, you should like how she looks, and then we should get you there, you know? Is that an AI photo? I literally just said like 3 seconds ago it was. Fitness is all right, yep. I've been called too thin lately, and I'm 5'4" and 130 pounds. You're perfect. Even if you floated between 120 and 130, you'd be killing it. This is very true. Sydney looks great. I would have aspired to look like her in my 20s, but now I'm 178 at 5'7", but I'm a power lifter. Good for you, Whitney. Good for you. People that look like Sydney can't slurp down Starbucks every day. Exactly. And that is a problem for them. Here, Lenny gets it. Lenny. Anyway, so I thought I'd do some Q&A. Anybody want to ask any questions about this or any other thing, let me know. But one more time, and I'll even remove myself from this. But one more time. No, I can't. Shit. This is who people are saying is mid. This is who people are telling is beautiful and doesn't need to change. Society's fucked. Super fucked. Saying Freya, I'm like, yep, talking to somebody else. Anyway, folks, I did also want to tell everybody, here is our coaching specials. You want to get these while you can, because they are not going to stay these prices for much longer. And if you get it right now, you get grandfathered in month to month, 3 months, 6 months. But I also do want to tell everybody that Andrew Meyer and myself are going to host Jewcast tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm actually going to push off watching General Hospital to host a debate between comedian Owen Benjamin and off-grid influencer Curtis Stone. It is going to be interesting because they're going to argue about all sorts of things. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very, very interesting time. Rachel, I lost 25 pounds lately. My friends called me anorexic. I'm 5'2", 144 pounds. You should get down a little bit more. That's a great job, by the way, Rachel. According to Google, Sydney Sweeney is 5'3". I've seen between 5'3", 5'3.5". So the average woman's 5'3", 5'3.5". It just shows that people are hypocrites and society wants to applaud the wrong people. Could have said that shit better myself. So any last questions? Because I am going to be on debate for a long time tonight, and I do want to go make a nice lunch for me and my wife. So any further questions? Anybody got anything? Going once, going twice. Last time. Please, everybody, show up tonight at this channel for Jewcast. Owen Benjamin, Curtis Stone, myself and Andrew Meyer are going to host the debate. Hope to see you there. God damn.